Alright guys, this would be game 2. Basically we split up the team, so we had basically just did blue versus non-colors. I was on the blue team. Had some teammates from the last game, Mike, Phil, and myself, versus a mixture of the other people. So 3 out of the 5 people we had last time were on the same team. Me and Phil were on the northwest side. We were trying to flank, and we ran into enemy contact. You see, I just shot at one of our other players. Phil was going to move up, and I was covering his right-hand side. So he's kind of looking out to the left. I'm watching the right, trying to communicate to him where the enemy is or where the other players are. Now, most of our other team was near that road I was telling you about earlier. Most of them were around there. We were hoping that the other team would go for them so me and him could flank around. Didn't really work that way. The other team basically went down the middle, so we were kind of caught in some major fighting there. You can see one of my teammates off to the right. Phil goes to move up. I leapfrog to his spot, or bunny hop to his spot, whatever you want to call it. Keep a lookout for the left since he's now got the right. And work my way around the other side of this bush, get a better view. Still no real activity. Just kind of checking out. Phil's made contact. I move over to this bush here to get a better view on the left-hand side. Oh, there goes. One of them was trying to move up on us, so I stumbled upon him. Was trying to hit his foot there, and I actually did hit his toe, he said, on the front of his shoe, but it didn't break, so. Kind of pushed him back. There's Phil shooting at one of the other players. Trying to see if he's going to come out the right side to shoot at Phil. He decided to stay behind that bush. Again, just kind of keeping my head on a swivel. Now I got a little bit paranoid here. I went around that bush and I thought he might have gone left behind these Joshua trees here, which is what I would have done if I were him. So I was kind of mad at myself for going around that bush and leaving that side open for, you know, a few seconds. So I went around to go clear it just to make sure. That's what I would have done if I were the guy in the white I was shooting at. I would have ran around this side and tried to flank me, but he actually ended up staying put in that bush. Now shooting at another player there trying to move up on Phil. I have no idea where Jeremy is right now, or the guy I was shooting at earlier, so I move up to go help Phil out. The guy I was just shooting at turned his back to me and went to fight Phil. So we kind of pinch him in the middle there, and I end up shooting him in the back and taking him out.
You got one to your right! You got one to your right!
Now I was yelling because there was 2 guys with white shirts. One was on our team and one was on the other team. The one I'm shooting at right now is the enemy, or the other player that's on the other team's white shirt. I thought he, for some reason, moved around and got over to where Phil was, but I was just mistaken. And I just shot out the guy that was trying to move left. Got him in the neck, actually. So I moved back to where Phil is. Try to regroup here, and he's getting in a firefight with my buddy Kevin. I move up to go help Phil out, and Kevin is to my left between these 2 trees. He actually hit me in the butt cheek, but it didn't break. So I'm retreating as Phil fires on Kevin, and what eventually led to us winning the round. Okay guys, this would be game 3 of the day. Escort mission, escorting President Obama. There were 4 defenders with 5 escorters. Of course the president doesn't have a gun. He's just a guy walking with us. We're trying to get him to the extraction zone, which is to the far west of the field. This particular
I'll go-
game
I'll-
here,
I'll
we
go
decided
right.
to go
You guys all
far,
go I'll go and make. I'll check.
far north.
All right, if I get out, you know where. So you guys are all gonna. I'm gonna go wide to make sure.
We wanted to go around them. We didn't want to go through the left side of the field or the south side of the field, which is heavily covered in bushes. There's a lot of ways to get ambushed on that side. We chose to take the more open side. Yeah, we knew they would see us coming, essentially, but there was less places for them to hide. And it gets really hectic in small areas where there's a bunch of bushes and firefights going on to be able to coordinate movement and whatnot. So we decided to take the west path or the west route to the more open area. So we took our time, to say the least. We didn't want to get caught or anything like that. Previous escort missions never work out too well.
Yeah, this is a good spot.
Someone always seems to be eliminated, but like I said, we're moving northwest,
Get in here.
going extremely wide. We're not staying near the road at all,
All right, Echo, are you reconning?
and we're just basically taking our time as we go through and clear various areas.
Dude, I would get right there, in that tree right behind you, and just watch that way. Just in case they come up behind.
Pointing to our back because didn't know if they would send someone to come and flank us, so we had a designated member of our team actually watch our back the whole time, which is actually a really smart move.
Stay right there, Mark.
Try to keep the president as close as we can to foliage and the bushes so that he's not standing out in the open. Good thing he was wearing black clothes so that he could camouflage himself pretty well. We didn't want the president to be someone who was wearing camo. At first it was supposed to be someone who's wearing camo, but then someone brought up a good point and said, well, you know, in Counter-Strike and SOCOM and those games, the hostages or the VIP never is wearing camo. They're always wearing a bright white shirt, and they always stand out like a sore thumb. And he didn't really stand out like a sore thumb, but basically we're moving up right now. We're starting to get close to the extraction zone, and we start to encounter the other players. I'm moving up. I saw one of the other players behind these two bushes in front here. You can't really see them, but I did eliminate them. That would be the first player out of the 4 defenders, I believe. We kind of went in a V formation, if you could call it that, I guess. I was the far left side. My other team is moving up to my right. We're not really in the V formation right now, but my other team is moving up right now. So we're moving up basically in a line formation right now. I'm on the far left. I heard some fire coming from this area. Found out he's in that bush right there. So just laying down paint on that bush to get him out. Phil ran away right there. That was funny. Every time I watched that, I laugh.
He's out! He's out!
There must have been someone over there. We got him.
Are you still in?
Just rained enough paint in there he couldn't move, so he just called himself out. So now there was another one I got out. So now basically I've gotten 3 of them out. There's only one guy left. I know he's over here to the left somewhere. I'm thinking he's kind of close to where the extraction zone is.
Where's the
The
president?
extraction zone is actually a pallet to my right. There's a
Move him
pallet
up,
on a
move
pole.
him
You can
up.
see it right there. That gray object. We need to get the president right there for him to be extracted. So we're kind of having the
Move
president move up at this
to you,
point.
Echo.
We're really
Move
far
the
away from
president
each
up
other,
to you.
so I'm
I
having
think it's
to
clear.
having
This
to
guy's
yell.
over here on my left side. You see that pallet right there by that pole? That's where we need to take him.
Don't know where he is yet.
Yeah, he's to my left.
Which is actually my right.
Towards
right
the
here.
car.
Opposite left.
Oh, he's over there.
Yep. So we immediately start moving in on them. He's right behind those boards there. He set up a little barrier. He's surrounded on 2 sides. Phil actually offered the surrender, and Josh replied with, "Fuck you." So the battle ensued. Nice little celebration. This was actually the first game we've ever had the escorters win.